Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another portfolio update where I go over my holdings, the performance, and the monthly dividends. So you'll see here my total profit. I'm just under 15%, and today's been a good day, so everything's in the green with a current yield of about 13.45%. This is just to look at some of the top gainers of the day. Today was an overall green day for the stock market, so ending the day on a high note here. But if you look down here, my my total yield is 13.45, but my yield on cost is actually 14.54. And that is just because I've been reinvesting dividends as well as some natural dividend growth through some of my holdings. Now, jumping into the holdings, still my top position in USCL here, which I'm finally in the green for. The share price has recovered nicely. So if you factor in that share price as well as dividends, I'm at almost a 9% total profit, which is really good. That capital gain of almost $2,500 now with share price included. I bought this at the top just before Liberation Day, and then it just really fell quite hard for some time, but it's finally recovered nicely. HHIS as well, that stable 25% 25 cent distribution every month. There's been speculation that HHIS may be increasing their dividend as well, because they're at about a 22% yield now, and I believe they started out at about 25. So they've added some new holdings, so we will see what happens with HHIS. But over 100,000 in HHIS now, with a yield on cost of about 24%. Very, very happy with HHIS, something I plan to keep and add to. Same with HYLD. HYLD, is in my tax-free account, and I'm buying more HYLD all of the time, just adding to it. Nice total profit of about 16% with HYLD. Canoe EIT, this is a closed-end fund, you guys. If you don't know about Canoe EIT, go check them out. They've got a very long record of paying that 10 cents monthly distribution. It's a closed-end fund, I believe one of the biggest in Canada. Nice total profit here of my holdings, about 17.5%. Does have a lower yield, currently sitting about 7.79% for yield, with my yield on cost just under 9%. Not too bad, but it is a fund that I do plan on swapping out next year. I probably make a video coming up about swapping funds, because Canoe and HTAE, as well as GDV, are a couple funds that I plan just to swap out, because besides Canoe, HTAE is a concentrated technology fund, and I figure, if I'm in a concentrated harvest fund, why not be an HHIS? That's what I figure. So that'll probably be what happens with HTAE, but I've been holding HTAE for some time as well. Nicely up on the cost per share, as well as dividends, for a total profit of about 14.5% on HTAE. And then what I will say about GDV is I like it for the fact that it pays its dividends in return of capital. So it pays that 10 cents monthly, but it's return of capital, so it's not taxed, you guys. So I guess because this is in a non-registered account, I guess when I do sell this, I will get a little bit more capital gains on it, but that's okay. GDV's been great as well, with almost a total profit of 20% so far for what I hold. Now, as far as the income, we're looking at about 77,500 for the year. 6,424 was already paid out in October, and this is what that looks like. 1370 from USCL, 804 from HYLD, 537 from HDIV, 312 from ENCC Oil and Gas, Canadian Oil and Gas Fund from Global X. C-Day pays twice a month at 252. BCCC, which is Global X's Bitcoin covered call fund, also pays twice a month, about $24. And HHIS coming in big this month with 1904. HHIS I have split between my TFSA and my non-registered. So because it's high yield, I do try to shelter as much of it as I can. But, guys, you can only put so much in those tax-free accounts. HTAE, solid 314, and Canoe with a consistent 425. GDV at 189, and then there's C-Day and BCC's second payment. So for November, Everything's been reinvested for October, and then that looks like a little bit of a pay raise for November at 64.59 roughly. Again, there is speculation some of these ETFs may be raising their dividend, but getting over that $6,500 a month is a huge milestone for me. So I'm very, very happy about that. All of these income funds have been doing great. The share prices have been recovering nicely, and some natural distribution growth. It has been happening, and hopefully we see some more in the next week or so as well from some of these funds. Overall, guys, I'm very happy with this portfolio. I feel it's pretty well diversified. A little bit of concentration in technology, right? With funds like HTAE and HHIS. But again, the plan is to kind of amalgamate everything together next year. I'm going to, change some holdings around and stuff like that. But so far, again, I'm very, very happy with the performance and overall consistent income looking forward for the year. My goal here is to get to $85,000 next year. And, that's definitely looking possible even with just reinvestment. So if I can add more and just to make that snowball a little bit bigger, then that's definitely what I'm going to do. But that's pretty much it for this portfolio update, you guys. Again, the month's been great. Hopefully we can stay strong in the next coming months, and we can keep these distributions nice and steady, and hopefully even increasing, because that's just so awesome when some of these funds, they just a small increase when you have thousands of shares, makes a huge difference, right? Anyways, you guys, I hope everybody's having a great week out there, and I will catch you all in the next video.